irresistible force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Hey, whenever Nia Jax enters an arena, whenever Nia Jax enters a match, everyone takes notice of the dominance that this woman is capable of.
She's beautiful, she's powerful, she's dangerous. It's like $1 million smile on a wrecking ball. Nia Jax is the irresistible force to be reckoned with. It's the Queen of Spades!
And her partner, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Baszler.
She is the real deal. One of the original 4 horsewomen of mixed martial arts, a protege of Ronda Rousey. Shayna Baszler thrives on the fear of others.
Yeah, it would be a tough point to argue that Shayna Baszler may be the toughest woman to ever step foot in NXT.
She's as tough as they come. Classic match with Ember Moon at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, where she won the NXT Women's Championship. The sky's the limit. It's boss time! Here comes Sasha.
And their opponents, first, from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Byron, it's always a treat to see Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks has her own swag, she's got her own confidence, and she knows how to back it up.
If there's a camera around, Sasha wants to be in front of it. If there's a spotlight out, she wants to be in the middle of it. Sasha Banks once stood in line for the opening of a refrigerator.
Corey, I don't understand what your issues are with Sasha Banks. She's one of the all-time greats.
Dare I talk to her? She's intolerable.
Corey's just jealous. He wishes he had half the bling that Sasha has.
Oh, you're looking at the future right here.
And her partner, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
WWE Universe, you are looking at a superstar who is simply blessed to be the best. Just naturally better than everybody else, even when only doing the bare minimum.
When you talk about some of that natural athletic talent, Corey, Bianca's been exceptional her entire life. She earned all SEC and All-American honors in track and field at the University of Tennessee. And if you just ask her, she'll tell you why she's better than everybody else.
You got eyes, Byron, you understand. A freak in the weight room, a beast in the ring. Bianca Belair can do it all.
And she's got a lethal hair whip.
This is it, tag team action underway here, guys.
Guys, the tag team scene in WWE right now is so impressive.
Wow.
And these two tandems are a lot of the reason why.
She goes for the cover. And Nia Jax quickly kicks out. Not yet.
The collar and elbow tie-up in a battle for control here.
nasty fall.
Beautiful technique.
Nia Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE, and we've seen her dominate opponents without breaking a sweat. Guys, how do you prepare for the irresistible force?
Nia Jax is one of the most dominant competitors from a physical perspective, and she has the right mindset. Nobody can compete with the irresistible force. Your best bet is to play the mental game with Nia.
Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque. Oh, man, right to the neck.
Talking some more about strategy against Nia Jax. Corey brought up that an opponent might have an advantage if they can get inside the head of the irresistible force. Do you agree, Byron?
Well, I'm not a fan of trash talking, but Nia has proven to be thin-skinned against the likes of Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. But you do run the risk of angering the most imposing woman on the WWE roster.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner.
Shayna Baszler making her move. She better do something fast. I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming. Whoa, impressive.
You could say that again. I never thought you'd break free from that one.
Back in from the apron. You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, by now I'm sure you've heard Bianca Belair describe herself as the EST of NXT. Corey, what exactly does that mean?
I'll break it down for you, Michael Cole. It simply means that Bianca Belair is the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, and the baddest around.
Corey, thank you for breaking down exactly what it means when Bianca Belair says she is the ist of NXT. But don't you think Bianca has a bit of an overinflated ego for somebody relatively new to the scene?
Absolutely not, Saxton. Just ask top NXT stars like Candice LeRae or Lacey Evans if it was Belair's ego that beat them. Those were cases of Belair proving she truly is the ist of NXT.
Right to the back.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind.
Hey, Byron, just look at it.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
That'll likely do it, Michael.
The backstabber. Sasha with the bank statement. The bank statement.
This could be it for her. Let me tell you, that can cause some serious injury.
But I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners.
Look out, there's the tag.
And that changes the entire outlook for these women, Michael. I gotta say, guys, Bianca Belair has wasted little time making a name for herself. I mean, from the minute she walked in the door, the entire women's division stood up and took notice. She is on fire.
Nailed it.
I knew it was only a matter of time. The situation just got real bad.
Nia Jax, a leg drop. Thunderous leg drop.
There is no coming back from that one.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Still too fresh.
As Byron mentioned, Bianca Belair's impact has been immediate. From the very first match in the 2017 Mae Young Classic, Bianca has been opening eyes.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that great power.
Oh man, she's rolling now.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double-team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
This might be it. Oh, my. Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
Nia Jax, the irresistible force, is in action here. As her name implies, she's a tough competitor to overcome. Any ideas on how an opponent can prepare for Nia?
I'd say it's nearly impossible to take down Nia, but the few times Jax has lost has been due to competition with serious submission skills. We've seen arm bars and sleeper holds make the few dents in Nia's otherwise impressive records.
Going back to the discussion of submission holds succeeding against Nia Jax, Bayley used a sleeper hold to retain the NXT win. She might have it.
I think this is the beginning of the...
Shoulders down, is it enough? Gets the shoulder up before 3.
She's not done yet.
Shayna Baszler is probably the biggest bully in all of WWE. She's tough, but her intimidation... Shayna Baszler making her move.
You gotta believe this one's over.
This match might be over, guys.
Uh-oh. Will this be enough? And we have our winners. These women put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Look at her go. Man, this was great. That's a woman on a mission. And finally,
Here are your winners, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
The referee's 3 count ends this one. And there's your winner, folks.
That's a big win right there. Anytime you can pin another WWE competitor's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count, you should be proud.
I'd be curious to see how this win impacts the rest of the tag team division.